A very good morning to all the students. This video for the class 7 subject science chapter number 18, that is wastewater storage. This is your lecture number 2nd. In today's lecture, the topics to be covered are, so the first topic that we are going to cover in this chapter, that is the chemical treatment of the wastewater. How we can treat the wastewater by the help of the chemicals. Next is eucalyptus plant and cleaning of the water. Third, why should we adopt the better housekeeping practices? Fourth, what better housekeeping practices we can adapt. Sanitation and diseases, and the alternative arrangement for the sewage disposal. So the first is the chemical treatment of the wastewater. So sometimes the harmful chemicals that can be present in the water even after the treating them by the physically and biologically. So we need the chemical to clarify this water. So sometime to disinfect the treated water, we need to add the chlorine or the ozone is added before discharging it into river or ground. So these chemicals are therefore removed by using the disinfectants such as chlorine and ozone. So these are the two chemicals or treatment we can say to treat this waste water. Often the chlorine gas or the ozone gas is introduced in this water which purify its chemically. These two gases or these two chemicals, they are added into the wastewater just because they can easily purify it by the chemically way. Next, why should we adopt the better housekeeping practices and become an active citizen? So we should try to reduce the waste that produce in our households so that there is not much pressure on wastewater treatment plant. Okay, it is often difficult to clean the tons of wastewater. So we can minimize the waste or the pollutant in wastewater by applying some good housekeeping practices like solid waste like the tea leaves, plastic bags, cottons, these sanitary pads should never be thrown into the drain. Okay, these waste block the drains and reduce the free flow of water and can lead to blockage of the sewer pipe. So they should always be thrown into the dustbin. So these are the better housekeeping practices. Next, the sewage water can cause the several problems such as harmful diseases, unhygienic and unsanitary condition in the locality. And the next better housekeeping practices is like the cooking oil, oil or the fat, it solidified and clogged the drains. So they also clog the pores of the filtering unit and reduce the effectiveness of filtering water. So they should be thrown into the dustbin. Okay. Next is we can become an active citizen by making sure that there are no open drains or sewers in our locality. If we find any, we should immediately report the same to the municipality. Okay. We can become an active citizen, we have to make sure that there are no open drains or the sewer in our locality, and if we found any open drains, then we should immediately report to the municipality. Next topic is the eucalyptus plant and the cleaning of water. By the help of the eucalyptus plant, how we can clean the water? So eucalyptus plant can absorb the water at a very fast rate. So then they release the pure water vapors from their leaves. So in this way they act as a natural water purifier, and hence it is advised to plant more and more eucalyptus tree along the sewage ponds. So this is the picture of eucalyptus plant, because the leaves of the eucalyptus plant absorb the water, or their roots absorb the water at a faster rate. So they can easily release the pure water vapor into the atmosphere. that's why they act as a natural water purifier. Next is about the what better housekeeping practices we can adopt. Next, a good way to minimize the sewage water is to check what is going in our drains. If we dispose of our waste properly, we may be able to reduce that sewage. So there are some housekeeping practices that we should adopt. First is we should throw all the oil and fat into dustbin rather than throwing them into the sewage or into the drain. Next, we should not throw the chemical in the drains like the insecticides, pesticides or medicines. Okay. Next, we should not throw the things in the drain that can block them like the tea leaves, food remains, cotton, soft toy and like the solid waste, plastic bags, food, sanitary pads. They should never be thrown into the drains because these waste block the drains and reduce the free flow of the water. So it can lead to blocking of the sewer pipe. So they should always be thrown into the dustbin. Next is, these are some better housekeeping practices that we have to apply. First, a truth of the tap when brushing your teeth or turn off. Take quick shower, fill up the dishwasher and the washing machine quickly. Use the bowl to wash vegetables. Dump only the rubbish into your rubbish bin and have a look, check the schedule about the water. Invest in the water efficient good. Install a water meter in your home. That how we can these are some methods that we can conserve the water. Next is about the sanitation and diseases. So you know that sanitation means clean and hygienic environment. So it is very important to maintain the hygienic or the sanitary condition to have a disease-free environment. First is sanitation refer to the health condition of a people related to the disposal of sewage, that is human excrete, and provision of clean drinking water. Poor sanitation and the polluted drinking water can lead to many diseases. Hence, a sanitation system aims to provide a clean environment for us so that we can stay away from all the diseases. So you know that a large number of people in India do not have the access to proper toilet and defecate in the open near the railway tracks. Okay, they defecate in the open near the railway tracks, field or the riverbed. So this untreated excreta make its way to water bodies and contaminate the ground water. So the water become unfit for drinking purpose as a large number of harmful microbes and bacteria that is present in the water because of the excreta, untreated excreta present in the water. So drinking these contaminated water become a cause for number of waterborne diseases like cholera, typhoid and dysentery. Okay, so many places do not have the proper sewerage system and have the open drains. So open drains are the breeding ground for flies, for mosquitoes and disease causing organisms. Okay, so we have to apply the sanitation and the hygienic condition. Next is the improper sanitation can give rise to the different diseases arises from contaminated water such as typhoid, dysentery, hepatitis, polio, cholera and meningitis. So the human excreta is a health hazard and can lead to soil and water pollution. Okay, it can pollute the surface water as well as the groundwater. So people should never defecate in the open areas. Next is the alternative arrangement for sewage disposal. What are the alternative arrangement to dispose the sewage? alternative for sewage disposal, on-site sewage is being used nowadays. For example, septic tanks, compost pit toilet, chemical toilets. So in place which do not have the proper toilet and the sewage disposal system, so this low cost on-site sewage disposal systems are installed. First is the septic tank, compost pit toilet and chemical toilets. Next, the on-site sewage treatment use the natural processor to treat and dispose of the wastewater or the sewage. This on-site sewage treatment use the natural processor to treat and dispose this wastewater or sewage. Next is the septic tanks. So, septic tank is often installed under the ground in houses or buildings such as hospitals. So, it allows the decomposition of sewage from home through the action of anaerobic bacteria. So, simply a septic tank is a large underground water tank made up of the brick or the concrete. So, it is connected to the toilet outlet of the house, and the excreta from the toilet keeps collecting into the septic tanks where it is decomposed anaerobically by the bacteria. Okay, and the excess water from the top of the septic tank flow out into the soil and get absorbed. This is it about the septic tank. Next is the chemical toilet. In a chemical toilet has a separate compartment that treats the human waste with the chemical and decreases their odor. This is the chemical toilets. Chemical toilets uses the chemical to disinfect the human waste and remove their bad odor. So instead of storing it in a hole or piping it away to sewage treatment plant. Next is composting toilet. So composting toilet is a simple, low maintenance toilet, okay, that make the instant fertilizer. So composting toilet treats human waste with biological process. The aerobic bacteria are present in a storage tank that act upon the waste and turn it into the compost. So it converts human waste into the organic compost and usable soil. So microorganisms such as bacteria and fungi so break down the organic waste to essential minerals. That is the composting toilet. Next topic is sanitation at the public places. So sanitation refers to measures taken to improve and protect the health and the well-being of a people. So there are the numerous places in our country which are very busy such as airports, railway stations and bus depots. So many times the large gatherings such as fairs and festivals are also organized where the large number of people visit. So we have to apply the simple practices to maintain the sanitation at the public places. First is, if we adopt the certain practices at the public places, we can help in maintaining their sanitation. For the instance, first, we should not throw the garbage in the public places and always use the dustbin. We should not spit around in a public place and always throw the wastewater, food waste, empty packets, water bottle or any waste into dustbin. Always keep a tissue or a handkerchief to spit and throw it into the dustbin, and make the people aware not to urinate on the roadside. Okay, so this result in the generation of the large amount of waste, and if the waste is not properly treated, it can lead several diseases. Okay, so hence we should all become aware and contribute to maintain the sanitation not only in our at homes but also at the public places. So this is about the sanitation at the public places. Next is the homework solution of the lecture number first. So sewage is mainly a option first is liquid waste, B solid waste, C the gaseous waste, D a mixture of solid and gas. So sewage is mainly a liquid waste. Okay, So the answer is liquid waste. Next is the question number 2. Why are the open drains a concern? Because it creates the unhygienic and unsanitary conditions because of which it leads to the spread the several diseases. Okay, like the cholera, dysentery, and the hepatitis, polio. These are the diseases that is spread by the unhygienic and the unsanitary condition. Next question is, how are the open drains harmful to the human health? So the answer of this question is, the opening draining system causes problems with the foul smell, and open drainage system is the breeding source for the mosquitoes and flies. So the open drainage system also helps the growth of the disease causing organism, hence the drains are harmful to human health. Okay. Next is the homework of this lecture. Name the 2 inorganic impurities that is present in sewage. Question number 2 is, when a man traveling in the train threw an empty packet of a food on the platform, so do you think this is a proper waste disposal method? And explain it. Question number 3 is, the term sewage, sewer and sewerage are interlinked with each other. Can you explain how? So this is it about this video. Thank you and have a nice day.